Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Iceman Guru, aka Dr. J, aka Mr. 7 Days a Week, aka Mr. Accountability, back with you with another installment on the High Frequency Only channel. Y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure you subscribe, man. People are checking out the video. We need more subscribers, man. Make sure you comment, like, share the video, hit that bell, all right? Topic subject for today's video: why we should stop calling each other kings and queens. All right, let's repeat that topic subject, shall we? Topic subject for today's video: why we should stop calling each other kings and queens. All right, now, of course, a lot of times when you hear people calling themselves kings and queens, we're talking about primarily the black community, as I don't hear any other community calling each other kings and queens, right? And of course, there are probably reasons to that, but that's not what this video is about. So we're gonna move that over to the side, and we're gonna get into why I say we should not be calling each other kings and queens. Okay, so we often hear, what's up, king? What's up, queen? Or some people probably in their relationship say this quite often. Some strangers who never meet, right, might say it. And I will say this: it sure beats calling each other niggas and bitches and hoes and stuff like that. Excuse my language, I try to stay as clean as possible, but situations arise for language of that magnitude. So it sure beats that language, right? But the only reason why I say we should stop calling each other kings and queens is because we don't live up to the title. All right. So kings, being a king and a queen was always designated for royalty, right? And sometimes I think we have this warped sense of history, and particularly as Africans, as black people, etc. And saying that, well, we were kings and queens back in the days, right? True to a certain extent. Yes, some people, a very small minority of people were kings and queens, right? The most people were common folks, poor people, all right? So I think we've taken this ideology and this idea and we really have flipped it, which in essence is not a bad thing, but the negative thing that comes from it and why I feel like we should not be calling each other is because we want to have a certain position, but we don't want to live up to that position, right? To call yourself a doctor, to call yourself a lawyer, to call yourself a relationship expert or expert in anything, right? You have to have the credentials, the schooling, the training to be able to call yourself that, right? So everybody don't willy-nilly go around and call themselves this stuff, okay? And for those that do, we know, okay, they're a little special, okay? So we don't pay it no mind. So we understand it from that standpoint, but when it comes to calling each other kings or queens, we don't understand it from that standpoint. Because a king, being a king or a queen is a title of royalty, right? So you have to act a certain way. Or at least you should, right? I'm taking it from a perspective of how you should be acting, okay? That if you're a king or a queen, you're not like other people, right? You have to behave and carry yourself a certain way. So if everybody are kings and queens, then who are the commoners? That's all I'm saying, right? If everybody's a king or queen, then we should be acting accordingly. But the problem is everybody get to be a king and queen and they don't put in the work. They don't watch their behavior. They don't watch the things that come out their mouth. Okay? They're not living at a certain standard. And when I say a certain standard, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about how you carry yourself. Right? Your character. Okay? Because, and that's a bigger issue to why we shouldn't be calling ourselves kings or queens, because we're not acting as such, okay? We'll put money above all, right? MOB, right? You know what I'm saying? Like women go after men for money reasons, okay? men to chase money to get the women, right? Everything is based off of superficiality, right? That's not what being a king and a queen is about, right? Being a king means you have a kingdom. Being a queen means you're a part of a kingdom, right? That means that you're over people. I mean, you have to carry yourself and look after and watch over people. Okay? So how many people got a kingdom? We're all supposed to, right? We're all supposed to make sure we taking care of family and those people within our family and our friends, right? But how many people are living up to that level, though? So I think it's detrimental to us, actually, to call ourselves kings and queens. Because we're not going to live up to the standard. Not everybody. Now, some people, yes. And that's why those some people become kings and queens and can call themselves such. But how many people have a household where there is an actual king and an actual queen? We might see households that just got a king, but she ain't no queen. We might see households that there is just a queen, but he ain't no king. And we might see households where there's just a queen because there's not even a man in presence to be considered a king or not. So we got to really revamp and rethink why we are calling ourselves kings and queens. Because people just don't have titles for no reason. At your job, you got a title for a reason. You either a boss or a worker. Right? You might be a captain, a lieutenant, right? An underboss or what have you. But you got a title for a reason. And you work to get that title. But how many of us are working to get the title of a king and queen? That's the question. Are we working to deserve that title of being called it? Because now we're using it in vain. And being a king and queen, it don't mean nothing no more. If everybody could be it, that means it don't mean nothing. Because everybody don't put in the work. And that's just real talk. I'm sorry. Alright. We're going to end the video right there, man. Hopefully y'all appreciate the knowledge, the game, the gems, the jewels. Okay. My new book dropping literally to this day a month from now. Right? If I don't push it back. Hopefully I keep it the same. The relationship guide, the business and science of reasoning, guys. I'm so proud of this project, man. It will be available on my revamped website, which is jacobisom.com, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. As always, I'm you, you're me. Love always, love eternal. Be what you want to see, okay? Men have emotions, we just don't stay in them, all right? Hey. Deuces.